Good morning, students. Today I am going to start the chapter Dissolution of Firm. Through our several last videos, we have reached to this chapter, and I think you guys have no doubt because you guys have not asked me enough doubts so that I can wait anymore. Now I feel to record this video for the new chapter, that is dissolution of firm, dissolution of partnership firm. Before this chapter we have studied fundamentals, admission, retirement and death of a partner. In partnership firm, related to partnership firm, we have completed all those topics. And I am still saying that all the chapters are interlinked, interconnected. So we cannot skip one chapter and start working on the next one. If you want to get the concepts completely, if you want to keep the crystal clear concept in your mind, then you have to work out on the previous chapters as well. Okay, let's start with today's topic, that is dissolution of firm. Whenever we say firm, it means partnership firm. So dissolution of firm, what does that word means? Dissolution of firm means, we can carve little meaning from this topic itself, that winding up of business. Another thing we can say, shut down the business. So dissolution of firm means closing the business. Very much similar term you will face in this chapter, very much similar, that is dissolution of partnership. This is only dissolution of partnership, not dissolution of partnership firm. There is quite difference between these two terms, dissolution of firm and dissolution of partnership. In today's video, we'll do only this work. What work? We will try to understand the difference between these two. So what do you mean by dissolution of partnership? When, you can say, when the old agreement, partnership was an agreement, when the old agreement or deed is cancelled. If let's example A and B are in a partnership firm, and now they decided to get rid of the old partnership deed, they want to agree on some new points. So in that situation, what will they do? They will simply dissolve the partnership. And whenever dissolution of partnership happen, most of the time it gets reconstituted. Old partnership is cancelled and new partnership is introduced. And new deed is introduced. Getting my point? So that is what are the other word you very frequently you have heard in my videos, at least, reconstitution. I use that word very much. I got this word from the book, but I am fond of this word because this word has a lot of meaning inside it. Reconstitution. It means breaking something and reconstitute something to make some different shape. Reconstitution. And when this reconstitution happens, we have already studied that there are few conditions when reconstitution is needed. When the existing partners are changing their PSR, then they need a new agreement. Then all the partners need to agree on the new PSR. So they need new agreement, admission of a new partner, getting my point? If any time you feel you are not getting, mark that time and let me know in our group. And I'm sure you guys are started getting back, retiring and death. Okay, so these all are the conditions which we have already discussed in our previous videos. Now this condition, we will not give any more time to this condition. This is just to classify what is the difference between dissolution of firm and dissolution of partnership. Now come to the point. Dissolution of firm, what does that mean? It means that the existing partners are deciding not to continue the business anymore. They don't want to continue with that business. So what will they do? They will close all the books. Close the business means close all the books of business. Books of business means books of all the assets and books of all the liabilities. We'll discuss later the accounting activities in this dissolution. Let's get some more meaning because theory part is very important if you want to get your concepts. So what are the situations when we need dissolution of firm? Reason. What could be the different reason? The one, any partner becomes insolvent. Insolvent means someone who is not able to pay his debts. His assets are not equal to his debts. Then he can be called insolvent. So if any partner becomes insolvent, the partnership may be dissolved. Okay, the next point is, if the business done by that partnership was considered illegal by the court. If court said that the partnership is involved in doing illegal business, exactly at the point of time when the business got declared illegal, the partnership will dissolve. Next condition is, if a partnership is converted to a company. People do business to grow, And if they grow, their assets will grow, their liability will grow, and liability will grow, risk will grow. And to get that risk handled, we may need some more resources. And that this is the first step of handling more resources, obtaining more resources, that is converting the firm into a company. If we are converting a partnership firm into a company, then we have to dissolve that partnership firm. Now that firm becomes a company. No more it is firm. Again, purchased by a company. If firm is got purchased by a company, a small partnership, and the partnership has done very good job in the market, and it has gained a good market share, and some huge company came and they asked the partners that I want to purchase your firm. And if they agreed to sell their firm, what will be the condition? What will happen exactly? The partnership firm gets dissolved, get closed. Another thing is merger. Merger of firms. These all, why we are discussing these things, because in the theory part you may get confused what is merger, purchase and conversion. These are all three things. There are three different things which you may need to know in this chapter. Merger means two companies, A and company, B and company, two companies merge themselves and they form a new company, AB and company. So A and company dissolved, B and company dissolved, and B, A and company firm partnership dissolved, B and company partnership dissolved, and new partnership A and B, A, B and company exist, got created. So these all are the situations where we need dissolution of firm. We know that dissolution of firm means shutdown of business, whereas dissolution of partnership means just renewal of agreement, closing, cancelling old agreement with a new one. So this is all about the difference. Few more things. Let's see. These all are the conditions we have discussed. And in these conditions, what the important thing, theory point of view, the goodwill calculation was very important. What are the other conditions where we need to calculate goodwill? That is the last thing I want to focus in this video. These all three situations need goodwill calculation. For your theory point of view, I want to make it sure that please keep in your mind that goodwill will be calculated at every stage here, except this change in PSR. That time we don't need, I think, maybe, but in these all situations we need to calculate the goodwill. Okay, guys, we cannot make very much longer videos, and if you guys are getting everything, please let me know. Yes sir, we got everything, go on. So we will, in next video, I will start with the new points of this chapter, and keep making notes, and that's it. Let me know if you have any doubts. Thank you. All the best.